Backup does apply to the cloud, but what happens is the primary responsibility shifts away from you and your staff to whoever the provider is, right? So whoever you're subscribing to those computing resources from, it becomes their responsibility for making sure that your data is backed up or, in many cases, replicated. So, and what I mean by that, for example, is when you think of backup, you think of making a second copy of something for the sole purpose of having a second copy, okay? But what the large cloud providers do is they'll actually have multiple data centers around the world where all of your stuff is replicated. So let's say that your primary systems are in Chicago and something bad happens in Chicago, maybe just a storm, and connection to Chicago is unavailable to you. Well, the provider may have replicated your data to Virginia, right? And the routers in the internet are smart enough to know that Chicago's not available right now, so we're going to route you to replicas of your server that are in Virginia. And you can continue operating with either no or very little downtime, right? So backup, like I said, once you go to the cloud, your responsibility is limited. Now, for some people and some businesses, that's not quite good enough. They may have compliance needs, we've got to keep records for a certain amount of time and they've got to be a certain format, right? Well, when that happens, you as the customer may have an additional responsibility to keep separate backups apart from what your cloud provider is giving you. But by and large, that responsibility moves to your cloud provider.